Here's what Big ZA doesn't want you to know. Look, I work in the industry. I've worked for some of these sketchy Big ZA companies. Over the last few years, they've got creative with how they can cut costs. One of the ways they've done this is with converted oil. You see, what these extractors can do is they can take hemp-derived CBD isolate, which is cheap and legal to produce at scale through the Farm Bill, and then they will run that through an isomerization process. For this, they're typically using an acid catalyst like hydrochloric or sulfuric acid in a solvent bath, which then rearranges the molecular bonds and converts CBD into delta-9 THC, or in other cases, delta-8 THC. And the inputs cost very little compared to growing actual high-quality flower. The output is a clear, odorless distillate that is chemically indistinguishable from real THC distillate. This was a crazy realization for me because I've heard so many people talk about how the yards just don't hit the same anymore. And I think this is a big reason why. So many people are getting converted oil and they don't even know it. What's even worse, ProPublica ran an investigation on these products in Colorado, and they found that some of these products still had the residue from these toxic chemicals in them, which they outlined in their investigation can cause a host of problems like lung cancer, liver cancer, and more. But here's the worst part about this all. Brands do not have to disclose how their products are made. And don't just think this is happening on the hemp market. Apparently this converted oil is being sold in legal stores as well. Like I said, it is chemically identical to all the other distillate products that are sold in stores. And this is exactly why for years I've chose to support craft growers. Some brands that I support is Alien Labs, Connected, Made, Grow Sciences, Jungle Boys, Preferred Gardens, because these brands create real live resin yards that I actually believe in. I would stay away from all the big ZA companies and all the big brands pushing distillate, especially the cheap products, because these are the exact type of brands that are using this converted oil in their products. Now, I don't think live resin is the only good product on the market. I do also think you can find some cured resin products that can be good as well, but I do typically stay with live resin or live resin products from those brands that I just mentioned. If you are going to choose distillate, I would recommend that you at least find products with ZA-derived terpenes in them. I don't think that's a perfect rule of thumb to stay away from converted oil, because companies still could be using ZA-derived terpenes with converted oil. In my opinion, the worst of the worst is going to be converted oil with botanical terpenes, which are terpenes extracted from other plants like vanilla or pepper. But if you are going with distillate, at least find one with ZA-derived terpenes. An example of that would be a brand here in Arizona called Chaos. Shout out to Katie, the founder, who educated me on